Welcome to Down, Down, Up, Up. I'm your host, Apollo, and this is NXT TakeOver New York 2019 predictions. Oh, we have finally made it after the ups and downs on this channel. Waiting for this weekend. I'm back, and I'm ready for some wonderful shows, some wonderful moments, the good and the bad, and we'll see what we get. Now, a couple of things. You guys may have noticed I have been low-key on this channel for the past couple of months. I stopped doing my predictions and results and review videos for WWE pay-per-views, including Elimination Chamber and Fastlane. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. They got me invested in something much more serious, Kofi Kingston. He is what I dedicated my channel to every now and then to talk about the current situation they were doing with him, but now we know exactly what he's going to be doing at WrestleMania. But that is later for my WrestleMania predictions video. This is NXT. Let's talk about NXT, my favorite brand to talk about because, I'm good at predicting it and I just don't really get disappointed with it very often. No. NXT is a brand that knows what it's doing. It has smart people taking control of it and hopefully always will be. And the talent always delivers in ways I can't imagine until I see it. So without a doubt, let's go. First of all, once again, I'd like to say thank you to Cultaholic.com, Jack and Sam. Thank you for your predictions. Unfortunately, I have to do my video for WrestleMania a bit early, so I'm going to be doing mine before I even watch yours. Boo, because I really like listening to your opinions first, but that's okay. At least NXT I got to see Jack and Sam talk about it, so let's dive right in. So, as far as TakeOver is concerned, what's on the card? Well, every single championship on the main NXT roster and the NXT UK World Championship of Pete Dunne, a man who has held it for nearly, I think, 700 days now? Nearly? I'm not sure the exact day, but it's been crazy. It's been a crazy ride. So let's talk about him first. Pete Dunne, he won it nearly 2 years ago in NXT Chicago. It was a crazy match. He beat the first ever champion, Tyler Bate, and he's been unstoppable ever since. Every challenge that has been put in front of that man with his gold on the line, he has overcome it. Lastly, the biggest being Joe Coffey at NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool. An amazing match. A lot of people have very different opinions about the ending. Mine is mostly positive because of how great the match was. So, but then who came out after that match? Walter, the giant, finally coming to WWE. He is a chopping, power-bombing machine, and he is finally getting his shot at the United Kingdom Championship. I've been waiting for a while. I was thinking, would they do it on a weekly show? Would they wait until another UK takeover, which I wasn't sure when they had planned. I thought they would do another one in March, but nope, not the case. It's making it for the big takeover in New York, WrestleMania weekend. What happens? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, like so many others have. Pete Dunne, you can't beat Walter. You can't do it. Can't do it. And if you do, I want to know how and why Walter would come to WWE to take a loss when he is without a doubt the biggest threat in the UK division as a whole. My pick is Walter. The third NXT UK champion must be Walter. The match will be amazing. I know it will be amazing. And how it will end, I don't know. Does Walter get him with the power bomb or the clutch? I don't know. And another thing, can Pete Dunne get that man in the bitter end? But here's the one thing. I accepted the finger breaking for the match with Joe Coffey. It's completely unacceptable for this match. I don't care how great it is, but if it ends like that, Oh, that's not good. I might not hate it right away if it's such a great match, but later it'll be like, no, why did they do that? Walter's gonna win. Walter is gonna win. That's all I have to say. I was totally against him when he first came to Defiant Wrestling. I'm still a fan of that. Check it out if you haven't already. Access Defiant. Buy presents now. But quickly grew on me. I saw his match with Will Ospreay at Stacked last year. So, Walter's going to win. Let's move on to the NXT North American Championship. Velveteen Dream sort of feels like he just won this championship, but in reality, that was like 2 months ago, ish, 2 months ago, when he beat another newish champion, Johnny Gargano. The Dream won a tournament at the Worlds Collide show. He got to choose a championship of his choosing, obviously, to fight for. He fought Johnny for the North American title, and he won. And now, who is challenging him at TakeOver? The unpinned, unsubmitted Matt Riddle. Oh, there is so much emotion right now for me in this match. But there's one little bit that's helping me, and that is what was probably going to be originally planned for this show. And let me explain. Because of Tommaso Ciampa's injury, and you rest up, man. You rest up. Thank you for all you've done. But because of his injury, I feel like the original plan was supposed to be a triple threat match for the North American Championship at TakeOver. It was supposed to be Velveteen Dream, Matt Riddle, Adam Cole. That has obviously been changed, and for good reason. But we have what we have. What is going to be coming out of this? My original prediction for this match, if it was triple threat, would have been the Velveteen Dream to pin Adam Cole and keep the feud going with Matt Riddle. Because Matt Riddle, although he does not win the match, he does not get pinned or submitted. But you can't. This is almost like my Walter situation right now. Matt Riddle can't be pinned or submitted by the Velveteen Dream, and I'm sorry to say that. And another big reason, let's think about it, the Velveteen Dream might be coming up to the main roster pretty soon. Think about it. They didn't do it at the Royal Rumble. When are they going to do it? I don't know. We'll see, and we'll see if it's good too, but come on. The Dream. Do not let yourself be squandered. Matt Riddle is my pick for this match. I think he's going to win the match, and possibly championship. You never know, but it is a takeover, so most likely his win will be pretty definitive. And now let's talk about another match. Let's talk about the Tag Team Championship match. In my opinion, this is the easiest match to call on the show, even over the Walter match, in my opinion. And Matt Riddle can be put in that discussion too. It is the Tag Team Championship match between War Raiders. Again, fresh championship meet too. They won just around the time Velveteen Dream won, except they wanted to take over. But they really haven't done anything too great since that win, because this Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic has been going on, where the winners will fight them at TakeOver, and after the amazing tournament that happened this year, the winners turned out to be Aleister Black and Ricochet. They're getting the shot, but they're also on the main roster. They got a Raw Tag Team title match this week that they lost by countout. They're getting a SmackDown Tag Team title match at Wrestlemania this weekend, and they're getting an NXT Tag Team Championship match. Come on, man. Can you imagine if they had beaten the Revival on Raw and were already Tag Team Champions and would just be set to win all the tag gold they possibly could? Go to NXT UK too. Win it all. See what happens. But no, this can't happen. NXT loves to swerve, and I enjoy it more than others. But this is one match where it makes no sense to put the War Raiders down like this. This needs to be a classic War Raiders #War Machine match from the old days. Let's say in Defiant or New Japan. They go crazy with their opponents, Black and Ricochet. They get hit with just about everything, but they don't lose. They keep coming back and finally find a way to put them down. Handshake after the match, some hugs, some this, and that's it. That's all that you really need to do for this one. In fact, I think it should open the show and we can just have a great time. I'm picking the War Raiders to retain. That's all. Now let's talk about the last two. Women's Championship of NXT on the line. Fatal four-way match. Shayna Baszler, my queen. I love you so much, Shayna, because you always do what I expect you to do at TakeOver or WWE pay-per-views, including Evolution. You're beautiful. And who are you taking on in this show? You're taking on Kairi Sane, Io Shirai, Bianca Belair. I'm looking forward to this four-way match. But here's the thing. Even with the Ronda Rousey rumors finally joining up with Shayna Baszler, even if that doesn't happen, and I'm not saying it will, I'm not saying it won't, Shayna Baszler and her run with her friends is incredibly stale on NXT these days, and that hurts to say, because I love Shayna Baszler. She is great. She's put in the work. But what's happened over the past few months has become incredibly tiresome. The win at Evolution was good. I enjoyed that the friends finally came in and helped. And she won the championship back from Kairi Sane. Then the 2 out of 3 Falls match at NXT War Games 2. Yes, War Games 2. Again, the friends help. Nah, okay, I guess. And Kairi did have some reinforcements for that match too, which made it look better. I was pleased about. But what happened with Bianca Belair at the last TakeOver in Phoenix, I want to say, oh, that wasn't good. No, that wasn't good. We can't have that here. We need a new NXT Women's Champion. I'm definitely calling more title changes on this show than expected, but there are just some that feel incredibly necessary, and this is one, unless Shayna can just do it by herself in the end. And you know what? That probably will happen if she is scheduled to win the title. But I feel like I need to pick a new contender for this. Who am I going to pick? Well, let's think about it. Bianca Belair had the big shot, and regardless of what people are still saying, I disagree with all opinions. She's ready for the big time. She's impressed me since day one, and she has continued to grow in NXT. She's up there right now. Io Shirai, she was incredibly good for the Mae Young Classic last year, did not win it, and a lot of criticism on her moonsault, but she's evolved perfectly in NXT right now, so no issues there. Kairi Sane, one female and overall competitor for NXT, might not mean much to some people, means a bit to me. I like to see Kairi get some attention she deserves, and she lost the championship last to Shayna Baszler. So are any of these three going to get it back? Does it make sense for any of them right now? No. After all what I said and put, no. And why exactly? You ruined what should have happened at TakeOver on NXT TV. You brought out the entire locker room and did it there. This is what I was putting my money on for the TakeOver match. Shayna's friends are going to come out, but the locker room is finally going to come out. We've had enough of your tyranny, Baszler. We are taking it back. But they did it on the regular show. So who am I picking? I'm picking my queen, Shayna Baszler. You don't need your friends this time. I think there's going to be enough distraction in this match for you to steal it and hold on to it. Shayna Baszler keeps the Women's Championship for now. That's my prediction. A lot of people don't like it, but I think this might be the low point of the show. So, we'll see what we get. Now it's time to talk about the main event. It's time to talk about the 2 out of 3 Falls match for the NXT Championship. It was originally supposed to be Gargano, Ciampa, the finale. They're tied at 2-2 in a WWE ring. But didn't happen. So what are they doing? Johnny Gargano was put in this automatically against the winner of a 5-way match in NXT past 2 weeks. The winner was Adam Cole. He has broken the Undisputed Era's losing streak and going to NXT TakeOver. The question is, can Adam Cole seal the deal with his legacy and recapture the glory and win his first NXT World Championship in the building, or at least the town, or wherever, that he debuted in. Because NXT Brooklyn 3 is where the Undisputed Era began, and Adam Cole, along with Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, debuted. Can he do it? Or will Johnny Gargano, the wonderful Johnny Gargano, finally get his moment and win the big one? It's a hard one to call because there's so many directions they could go with this. But here's the thing. Which one is more fresh? It's Adam Cole. He's the guy who is destined to win this title since he walked into the company. And he hasn't. And the Undisputed Era really haven't been any bigger than they were for a while now. It's been a bit disappointing. So I don't really see the point of a turn unless Adam Cole loses the match and then they close the show attacking him and booting him out of NXT. Johnny Gargano deserves this so much, and it would be so great to see him win it. But I got to see that the last TakeOver. I'm going to pick Adam Cole. I think Adam Cole is the fresh guy to win it and move on to bigger and better things in NXT. So Adam Cole, you're my pick. Cannot wait to see what happens out of this. And honestly, there's not too many matches that if the opposites occur, I'm going to be mad about because it's an NXT TakeOver. It's going to be great. Let's all enjoy it. Thank you all so much for coming back and watching this. I know this channel has been a bit bumpy lately, but that's really only because of a storyline that captured enough of my attention to just focus on that individually with my friend. I will see you all later, hopefully in the day for my Wrestlemania predictions. I'm not too sure if they're going to come out today or tomorrow because of a few injuries I've heard, and I want to wait and see what happens. Hopefully today. We'll see. Thank you all for watching. I will see you also for my results and review video the following Saturday after NXT TakeOver. Keep it real.